I've got 3 super fun recipes for you guys. Recipes to get the entire family involved with you in the kitchen. Get your kids in the kitchen to help you make these recipes. They are all super easy. They are all super fun and they're delicious. So let's get some things going. I've got my first recipe. We are going to use some crescent rolls. We are going to make some pumpkin twists. And these are absolutely delicious. They are perfect for all kinds of things. I want to do my pumpkin mixture first in my mixing bowl here. Move things a little bit so you guys can see. Get adjusted. And I'm just going to use a whisk to whisk all these ingredients together. So I've got a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I've got 1/2 cup of canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie, but just plain pureed pumpkin. As I said, this is a super easy recipe, very minimal ingredients, which is what makes this super nice. So we're going to put in a tablespoon of maple syrup. Get my measuring cup so I can read it. I love all 3 of these recipes that we're doing because, as you guys know, if you follow me, you know that I spent a lot of time in the kitchen with my grandmother. I loved this. That's where I got my love of cooking and all those things. And so getting to find these fun recipes that you can get your whole family involved in is perfect. So this is going to be a delicious little, you could put this out for, would be perfect in the morning to put it out on a tray for, you know, kind of a sweet little nibble with some coffee. You could put this out on a dessert tray if you wanted to. I love doing charcuterie boards of all kinds. I do meat and cheese charcuterie boards. I do veggie charcuterie boards, all the things. So this is really good to put on a charcuterie board if you want to do a sweets kind of charcuterie board. So as you come in, say hi, let me know that you guys are here. So we've got our 2 cans of our crescent rolls. If you missed what we did in the beginning, we have a 1/2 cup of pumpkin, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and we've got a tablespoon of maple syrup. So I'm going to get my crescents taken out. We need to make, I have 2 cans because we're going to make a top and a bottom on this. So I am making 3 recipes for Thanksgiving that can go, they're perfect for a Thanksgiving table, they're snack tables, all the things. Right now we're putting together the pumpkin twists. So we're using 2 cans of crescent roll dough. We've got our 1/2 cup of pumpkin, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, I had to think, and a tablespoon of maple syrup. So we're gonna get, hi Cindy, welcome. Hi Chris. So we're gonna get our crescent roll dough spread out, and you want to go through and pinch all of your seams to kind of get everything sealed together, because we're gonna spread our pumpkin filling right here. We're gonna spread that right on top of this and make this into one sheet. And then we are going to cut these into strips and we're going to twist them. And then after they come out of the oven, we are going to drop these in some melted butter, roll them in some cinnamon and sugar, and they're going to be delicious. My husband is actually really excited about these tonight when he gets home. So these are perfect for all kinds of, you know, whatever you're going to do for Thanksgiving. They work out great. If you want to put down something, you know, put out like a special little board or something for your guests as they're coming in. In my family, we eat dinner fairly early, around 2 o'clock usually on Thanksgiving. And so we will put out a board usually in the morning that has some things like this on it, some meats and some cheeses. And so all of that stuff is super, super easy to just put something simple out like that and have something for your guests as they're coming in. If they want a little bit of something just to kind of nibble on, they're perfect for that. And these are super simple. That's one reason why I love these. The other thing is, this is something that your kids and your grandkids can make with you in the kitchen. Get them in the kitchen and let them start experimenting with some foods. Kids are more apt to eat something if they are able to be a participant in making whatever the meal is, whatever the food is that you're making. Get them in the kitchen with you. That was one thing about my grandmother. She always had me in the kitchen with her, always. So we've got our pumpkin spread out on our crescent roll dough. Cindy, I do too. I love all things pumpkin. I am a huge pumpkin fan. I didn't used to be when I was a kid. It wasn't my favorite thing. All right, so we have our other one here. We're gonna get, these things don't open like they used to. Get our other crescent roll dough out, and then we need to do the same thing with this one that we did with our first one. So we're gonna get this rolled out, get our seams pinched together, and then we're gonna pick it up. Trying to get this one unstuck. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna use my parchment that I'm going to bake these on to help me move this over, because I'm afraid if I pick it up it's going to split or it's going to break. So I'm going to get my seams together. All of these recipes that we're doing today are super easy. They don't take a whole lot of ingredients. So I'm going to just use my parchment paper to help me transport this over here. And I'm going to just lay this right on top of the other one. And I can adjust it if I need to once I get it over here. Kind of get it moved around if you have to. The pumpkin's going to help you kind of move it. They're going to be a little bit messy, but it's going to be fine. So we're not looking to seal the edge over here. We're just looking to get this laid out on top of this, and then we're going to use our pizza cutter. We're going to cut these into strips, and I'm going to go this direction because I want a little bit smaller of a strip. So we're just going to cut this into as many strips as we can. I've got one right here, the split right down the middle, which is okay. All right, just like that. Then I'm going to take each piece, each one of our sticks. I'm going to very gently bring it over to my board or to my pan, and I'm going to twist them. I don't want to twist them off of the parchment, but we're going to just twist them just like that. And this is how they're going to go into our oven. Our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. These are going to be so good. And nobody has to know that it was super easy. Nobody has to know that we cheated and used crescent roll dough. That is our little secret. But with all of the butter and the cinnamon and sugar we're going to put on these after they come out of the oven, they are going to be fantastic. These are going to be perfect for all kinds of things. I just think they are so good with a good cup of coffee on Thanksgiving morning while everybody's rushing around getting all of their foods put together and all that kind of stuff. These are super nice to just put out and be able to give people a little something sweet to have with a cup of coffee or something like that. So I'm just going to keep getting these rolled up, and then they're going to go in my oven, and they're going to bake for about 10 minutes. And if they break a little bit, it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. They're still going to be delicious. There are so many things that you can do with crescent roll dough. That's why I love using crescent roll dough over the holidays, because there are so many things that you can do with it. So these get served with a little bit of whipped cream in a bowl. And I'm gonna wash my hands real fast. All right, these are gonna go into our 350 oven for about 10 minutes. And while we are letting those bake, I've got a couple more things to show you guys that are super fun. Clean up my mess just a little bit because I need my board. So what is everybody's favorite pumpkin stuff to make over the holidays? Do you guys just eat pumpkin at Thanksgiving, or do you eat it like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Yeah, Cindy, you should try these because they are amazing. They are so good. All right, we're gonna do a veggie tray, and I love this veggie tray. I used to do this veggie tray with my grandmother. I always thought it was so fun to get to make it. It is a turkey veggie tray. And so we're gonna start off real quick. We're gonna make a little bit of ranch dressing because that's gonna go on our board, and I need to make that up real quick. And then, so we're gonna make it kind of thick because it is gonna be a dip versus salad dressing. And I don't need a ton of ranch. So I'm gonna try not to make a whole bunch. But I do need a little bit. Okay. Let's put in our ranch powder and a little bit of milk. Pumpkin rolls, pie, muffins, soup. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do too. If you guys are new to my channel, one, let me know that you're new, that this is your first time here. And also, if you guys missed it, I did some fresh baked pumpkin. We bought some pumpkin at the local farm around here, and I made some, I roasted the pumpkins, took it all out of the skins, and then pureed it all, and we stashed it in our freezer. And so we have a bunch of fresh pumpkin, and I love fresh pumpkin. I love it when I can use the fresh pumpkin versus using canned pumpkin, which is fine. I mean, not everybody has the ability to do what I did, which is go to the farm and get pumpkin, but I'm thankful that I had that opportunity this year to go get it. And we got a bunch of really, really good fresh pumpkin. So I've been cooking and baking with that for quite a while now. All right, so I'm gonna get my board. So I'm gonna tell you guys real quick about this cutting board. This is a cutting board by a company called Bambusi, and they sent me this board to try this over the holiday season, and I absolutely love this thing. It is so, so nice for doing charcuterie boards, which is what we're gonna do right now on this side, but also the groove side of this for cutting your turkey and all that kind of stuff. So I'll leave a link in the description box if you guys want to check this out. There is a discount in there for it if you're interested. Oh, nice. I tried growing pumpkins a long time ago. I just don't have time for a garden, unfortunately. I just don't. It doesn't work. I am just way, way too busy. So, all right, I'm going to turn it this way so you guys can see the full thing as we build it. And I'm going to build it, actually, let's just put it this way because I want you guys to see this. So this is super, super easy to put together this little turkey. It is a veggie tray, but it's just a fun, different thing to do with your vegetables for your veggie tray. And so this is one thing that is super fun to get your kids in the kitchen and get them to make this board with you. All kids love to play with their food. Trust me, I was a kid that played with my food all the time. So we're going to use our lettuce across the back up here to start giving us our fan of our feathers in the back. As I said, this is a super easy, it's basically just assembling. We're not cooking anything, we're just assembling, but we're getting our turkey wings, or turkey fan right here with the feathers in the back. So we have that. Now we're going to put down some cucumbers. Need to grab a knife real quick. We're going to use an English cucumber. And you can make, that's what I love about doing these kinds of boards, because you can make these boards as big or as small as you want. It's just my husband and I tonight. We are having one of my favorite soups for dinner. You guys will see that recipe later. But we're having soup tonight for dinner, and we're going to just have this veggie tray with it as well. So I'm going to cut, it's not the best knife, but it'll work. I just don't want to step over on the other side of the kitchen and get a different knife. So this is what's going to give us our base layer to start building all of our other veggies on this to make our turkey. Now the recipe, or the Pinterest pan that I found for this is very similar to the one my grandmother and I used to make. And so that's the one that I'll pin in the comments, or not comments, but the description box for you guys. But they use candy eyes for the turkey. I don't want to put sugar on my veggie board, so I would rather do something different. So I'm going to do what my grandmother and I did, and it worked out perfect. So we're just going to take our cucumbers, and we're going to put our cucumbers along the base of our lettuce. And you can already start seeing that we're getting a definition of a turkey feathers. And you can do, like I said, as much or as little as you want on this. Just like that. All right, there's a few little pieces for snack. Hubby will eat those, I'm sure. All right, now we're going to do our red bell pepper. And I'm going to save a little bit of this bell pepper because I need it for my soup tonight. All right, sorry, I just had to go get my knife because I actually need a knife. So I'm going to use half of this bell pepper, and I'll save the other half for later. And we're going to do our strips of bell pepper. And these, you can make these as big or as little as you want. I want to take out that rib. Do you guys take out the white rib in your bell peppers when you guys use them? I don't like that bitter flavor. And I think I'm actually going to cut these in half because my board is not super long that way. So I just think this veggie tray in the shape of a pumpkin is so stinking cute. All right, so let's start putting our pieces of bell pepper on here. Want those all up, standing up straight, kind of like feathers, so it looks like the turkey's feathers are going up. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll move the board down just a second. Okay, I think that's enough bell pepper. This will be more snack for hubby. All right, now I'll move the board down. All right, I'm going to use my baby carrots. This is going to be the next row. I just moved that. So you can leave your carrots whole if you want to, or you can cut them in half, whatever you feel like your family would eat. I can tell you right now, those pumpkin twists, they smell amazing in there. Okay, there's those. Now we're gonna take, I need to turn this way just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we have our ranch, which is right here. We're gonna put our ranch. Now, if you have a shorter bowl, which I don't have a shorter one, all I have is this taller one like this. So we're just gonna use it, but we're gonna put our turkey face in there, and you use the end, use the bottom end of your bell pepper. And that's what we're gonna put right here in our ranch to give us our turkey face. We're gonna use olives for the eyes, which is what my grandmother and I did because, as I said, I don't wanna do candy eyes on these. I'm just not a huge fan of doing a lot of sugar on my board. So I would rather keep it natural. Now we need a nose, and I'm gonna take just a little piece of carrot. I'm just gonna cut myself a little sliver on here. We're gonna put our turkey nose on there. I'm gonna drain these olives real quick. We're gonna put our olive, we're gonna put some olives around the edge over here. That acts as like the turkey leg. And there is our turkey veggie tray. Isn't that cute? Now, like I said, I would much rather have a little bit more shallow bowl than this right now because I think it's hiding the turkey body a little bit too much, but it's still super, super cute. And how fun would that be to make with your kids or your grandkids? Get them in the kitchen and make a Thanksgiving veggie tray like this. I think kids would love putting that together and being able to share that with family and friends and everybody that's coming for the holiday. I think the kids would just absolutely love it. It's adorable. I love it. So super easy, really, really fun. You can make it as big as you want to. You could make two side by side if you wanted to, if you have a lot of people coming. But as I said, it's just my hubby and I tonight. And so I did a really small one just for us. All right, so the last recipe we're gonna do is not really a recipe. This is just another assembly type thing that we're gonna do. But this is another one of those things my grandmother and I used to do. She loved doing things in the kitchen with me that didn't require a lot of cooking in the beginning. She was just getting me in the kitchen, getting me used to being in the kitchen, getting me used to using some of the kitchen tools. And so I'm going to change this one up. I found a link to one very similar to what we did when I was a kid, and I'll leave that one in the description box for you guys also. But the one that my grandmother and I did, I'll show you the way that we did it. Like I said, they're super cute. So we've got some pretzel sticks. I'm going to look at my pumpkin twist real quick. Oh my gosh, those are looking so good. We've got some Nutter Butters. I'm using dark chocolate. My grandmother was never a dark chocolate fan. She liked milk chocolate or semi-sweet. That's what she used. But my husband and I love dark chocolate and peanut butter together. The other thing with this one, I'll tell you what we're going to make in a second. When we did these at my grandmother's house, we always did just like the chocolate sprinkles. My husband and I love peanuts. So I'm going to use some chopped peanuts on these. And they're going to be super, super cute. So we're going to melt some chocolate real quick in the microwave. I don't need a ton of this because we are not submerging the entire Nutter Butter into the chocolate. We're using the chocolate basically as the glue at the top to hold our pretzel stick. So what we are making is we are making acorns out of half of a Nutter Butter. So we'll take our Nutter Butter. I'm going to melt my chocolate really quick. If you have never melted chocolate in a microwave before, you do it in 30-second intervals. You don't want to do it longer than that because you will scorch your chocolate if you're not careful. So we're just going to do 30-second intervals. This is our sugar for our twist when they come out of the oven. So I'm going to get my, these were one of my grandmother's favorite, my grandfather's favorite cookies was the Nutter Butters. He loved Nutter Butters. So as I said, if you guys are new to my channel, please let me know, because I would love to know that we've got some new people coming in. That is so exciting for me. I've said it before on my channel. I am trying super, super hard to hit through 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And so that would be just a huge blessing if you guys would share my channel. We could get some more subscribers. I have got some super fun Christmas recipes coming up. You guys don't want to miss those. So make sure that you are subscribed. So we're doing 30-second intervals. Hi, Karen. Welcome. So we're doing 30-second intervals on our dark chocolate in the microwave. So Karen, if you came in late, we are doing some pumpkin twists with crescent rolls and pumpkin. We also just did a turkey veggie tray for your holiday table. Super fun for the kids to get involved and make those. And now we're making some little acorns out of Nutter Butter cookies. And I'm not going to make a ton of these because, like I said, it's just my husband and I don't need that many sweets. I really don't. This is a horrible time of year for me because I love all of the holiday goodies. They are a weakness of mine. And so this time of year, I really have to pace myself. Otherwise, I get myself in some big trouble if I don't. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper really quick. Because I really don't want this all over. I don't want to get this all over my cutting board. And so I'm going to use some parchment right here just to lay these out on. I also need to get my peanuts. As I said, we're going to use peanuts on the tops of these instead of the chocolate sprinkles. You can use chocolate sprinkles if that's what you like. If that's what you want, by all means do that. My husband and I love peanuts. And so we're just going to do some chopped peanuts on the top of these, because if you look at an acorn actually is brown on the bottom and it's tan at the very top. And so I'm going to do the peanuts to mimic that. So I'm just going to use the residual heat from put this in the microwave to get the rest of our chocolate melted. I don't want to put this back in the microwave because it will scorch. And I really don't want that, so. But we're almost there. And then I'm going to grab my chopper so I can chop up just a few of these peanuts. Like I said, I'm not making a ton of these. If I can get this thing open. I've been doing a ton of clearance shopping at Fred Meyer. It's my favorite place to clearance shop. And I've been getting some really great deals on nuts, which is amazing because this time of year I do a lot of baking and a lot of cooking. We do a lot of entertaining. We have a lot of people over all the time. And so I like to have, you know, lots of things to set out. I have a lot of fun, really quick and easy party recipes that I'm going to share with you guys as we get closer to Christmas so that you guys can have some things. Okay, I just wanted to really finely chop the peanuts. I don't want them super chopped. All right, I need to grab, see if I can probably just break this. Yep, we just break them. All right, I'm just going to break these in half real quick. This is something that you can get the kids, the grandkids in the kitchen with you to make these. I'm going to grab a couple of my pretzel sticks. I don't need a big long stick. I need these about in half, actually maybe thirds, because we don't need a huge stem on these. And then we're just going to assemble these, and they are going to be so cute. Put these on your holiday table, put them on a charcuterie board, just put them out, whatever. So we're going to take our cut end, and we're going to put our cut end of our Nutter Butter in the chocolate. Shake off the excess, just like that. And then I'm going to drop this in my peanuts and get peanuts on the edges of it. And then I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to put my stick right in here. And then these are just going to sit on my parchment and dry. We'll put the rest of them together real quick. So I'm actually opening this and putting the stick down inside to give it a good hold on it. I just think they're so cute. So we'll get the rest of these done while we're waiting for our twist to get done. I love doing all of these really easy, simple, you know, no fuss, you know, no real heavy baking kind of thing sometimes, because I've got kids, you know, nieces and like that. And I love to get them in the kitchen. I like to have some of these really fun and easy projects that we can do together in the kitchen, and get some in the kitchen, gets them used to being in the kitchen. I'm getting chocolate all over everything. But that's what happens when you're actually cooking. I just love doing this kind of stuff. And for me, it just brings back so many incredible memories from when I was a kid and being in the kitchen with my grandmother and her teaching me all the things. It was such a special time for me when I was a kid. All right, I got 4 of them done. I can finish the rest of these later, but I want to check because there's the rest of our little, I want to check our pumpkin twists. I want to see how these are looking, because I think they're probably pretty close to being done. And then we need to get them brushed with butter and get our cinnamon and sugar on them. And I think they're going to be delicious. I can't wait. So I'm going to get this moved out of the way real quick. Got my butter. I'm going to stick this in the microwave for just a minute. I want to melt that. I'm going to just slide those to the back. Grab my pot holder. All right, look at these. That is our pumpkin twists. Oh my word. So I think what I'm gonna do with these is I think I'm gonna brush the butter on these and then sprinkle them with the cinnamon and sugar. So I've got my sugar right here, and I'm gonna put pumpkin pie spice in it instead of cinnamon. We put that in our mix, and so I want to just kind of mimic that flavor in here. Give myself a little bit more room. I'm going to get my little acorns moved. So I want to give myself plenty of room for these. They smell so good. I'm going to add just a little bit more pumpkin pie spice, I think. So here's our pan with our sugar and our pumpkin pie spice. see if I can move this over a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to take my butter and I'm going to just brush the tops. The smell in here, if you could smell this, friends, it just smells incredible. All right, let's get our twists. I'm gonna go ahead and put my cinnamon and sugar on these. I think it's just easier to do them right here on the tray than to pick them up and I probably will go back over them with a little bit more of our butter and sugar and pumpkin pie spice. But I'm telling you, friends, these are so incredible with a cup of coffee, some hot tea, hot cider, any of those things. So there's our pumpkin twists. Do they not look amazing? They are so good. Yes, they are delicious. They're absolutely incredible. So I'm gonna just break this one. I'm gonna dip it a little bit more cinnamon and sugar. I'm gonna give it a taste. I just need a cup of coffee now. Oh my word. Those are incredible. You can see the pumpkin in there. They were so easy, so few ingredients. Okay, I have to put it down. All right, so there's 3 super easy, super quick recipes. You can get in with your family and make them. If you guys just joined us, if you just jumped on, we did, these are pumpkin twists out of crescent roll dough, pumpkin filling, some seasonings, some maple syrup for the sugar, some brown sugar. We made a cute little turkey charcuterie board with some veggies that are super fun for kids to get in and make with you. We also made some adorable little acorns with our Nutter Butter cookies and some pretzel sticks and some peanuts. Those are super fun. It's just a lot of really fun food to put on your Thanksgiving table, to put out with when your guests are coming. Put these out in the morning with, a hot water pot so people can have some tea or they can make some coffee. These are just a fun little sweet treat, on Thanksgiving morning. They're super tasty. I would eat these all year long though, because I love pumpkin, so it wouldn't matter to me. I make all kinds of things pumpkin, so friends, that's what we have today, is these three recipes. So we've got a little bit of time. If anybody has some questions, I'm happy to answer some questions for you guys. If you have questions about Thanksgiving dinner, if there's something that I can help you guys with getting your Thanksgiving dinner together, or recipes, or what to do for this or that or whatever, let me know. I'm so happy to help you guys with any of that. I was thinking about doing a holiday course, but I didn't get it put together this year, so I'll definitely do it for next year. But yeah, so like I said, we've got a little bit of time left. So if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm happy to answer those questions. And I've got so many more recipes that I'm going to be sharing with you guys as we get closer to the holidays. But I'm just trying to share with you guys some things that we did in our house. Well, thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. I love getting to do it. This is my favorite time of year. Thanksgiving and Christmas is my favorite. So excuse the way I sound. I think I'm getting sick. I don't want to. I don't have time to be sick, but my voice is going in and out the last couple days, and I'm hoping I'm not getting sick, because I don't have time for that right now. We have Deck the Halls at our church on Friday night, and I need to be there to help with that. So I don't need to get sick. But we do have some more fun things coming up. If you guys missed the last live on Saturday, we made a pumpkin cheesecake roll. Oh my gosh, friends, that was phenomenal. I didn't get to do a video when we cut into it on Sunday. We had friends over for lunch, and it was just a busy afternoon with them here, and I didn't get a chance to film it, but I did take a picture and posted it. That pumpkin cheesecake roll, my husband said, is one of his favorite desserts that I make. So he loves it. The cheesecake filling in it is so good. It's so creamy. It's so rich. So you don't need a whole lot. You just need a little thin slice, but it's super, super good. I'm going to be doing a video here very soon, well, probably closer to Thanksgiving, of my mother-in-law's cornbread dressing that she used to make. She shared that recipe with me before she passed away, and it's my husband's favorite. And so he's super excited that I'm going to make it this year for him. We don't mess with her recipe. If we want to do a different kind of dressing, then we'll just do a whole different recipe. We don't mess with mom's stuffing. So it's her recipe, and we just keep it that way. So, but if you guys missed it, like I said, I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We are so close to that mark. And so it would just mean so much to me if we could hit that subscriber number by January 1st. So share my channel with your friends and family. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm happy to answer questions. These are just smelling incredible. Hubby is going to be all over these things when he gets home. They are so good. If you guys are new, if you just popped in here, what we made some delicious pumpkin twists with crescent rolls, pumpkin, some maple syrup, a little bit of brown sugar, some pumpkin pie spice, and then we baked them, brushed them with melted butter, and then dipped them in pumpkin pie spice and sugar there. We made a cute little Thanksgiving turkey veggie board right here. And then we also did these adorable little acorns out of these Nutter Butter cookies and peanuts and pretzel sticks is what I used. And so all of these recipes are things that you can get your kids involved and get them in the kitchen and with you, learning how to do things. I think it's so important to teach kids some cooking skills. It is so sad. I was at the a sorority house for 12 years on campus, and I can't believe how many girls had no idea how to cook. They didn't know how to grocery shop. They didn't know how to cook. Didn't know how to do any of those things. And so I got to teach classes while I was there. On Saturdays, I would go in and teach cooking classes to the girls, and I loved it. And so it was so fun to get to see them grow in their cooking knowledge and grocery shopping and all the things. It was a lot of fun to get to see them grow in that way. So new thing that I have on my channel. If you guys ever feel like you want to buy me a cup of coffee or something, there's a little thing up there where you guys can do that if you want to. That would be awesome. You don't have to. No obligation there. It's just something new that I was able to add to my channel when I hit a certain number, and so I just put that up there. And so yeah, if anybody ever feels like they want to do that, that would be super nice. I would appreciate it, but not necessary at all. And again, I even said to this board right here that we made our turkey thing on, I'll leave a link in the description box. You guys still have time to get those if you want one before Thanksgiving, because these are amazing for cutting your turkey. I've done so much meat on the back side of this because of the grooved bottom that it has in it. It really helps hold the meat in there nice and sturdy while you're trying to cut it. The little grooves in there and the little, I don't know if I can show you now that I have this. Let's see if I can move this real quick. Let's see if I can see those little nubs on the bottom down there. So that is what grabs a hold of your meat when you're trying to carve it, and it holds it, kind of holds it in place, makes it easier. Also has those little grooves all the way around it that traps all of the juice. I can't tell you how many times I have cut a turkey and had turkey juice everywhere and it's never fun. There's enough cleanup as there already is with Thanksgiving. The last thing anybody wants to do is clean up turkey juice. So I'm excited to have this year and be able to cut my turkey on that. So, but again, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to answer if I can. We are expecting a big storm here in the Northwest today, and I'm not excited about it. We are supposed to have 50 to 60 mile an hour winds here. Yes, cleanup is all part of it, but I try to do as little as possible. So I look for ways to have shortcuts and do things without creating a whole lot of extra dishes or a whole lot of extra cleanup. So I'm thankful to have this board this year so that I can have something that's going to trap the turkey juice and not have it go everywhere. So, hi Lynn, welcome. Anybody is new to my channel, please let me know that you're new. Oh, are you guys going to get the storm too, Cindy? I heard the coast is supposed to get like 70 mile an hour winds. We have lots of friends that live over on the Oregon coast, and they're a little bit worried about the wind that's coming. I think we're supposed to get 30 or 40 here in town where I live. So we have a canopy we keep out front because our dogs go outside to go potty. And if it's raining, because they're all little dogs, they will not go outside if it's raining. So we keep a canopy up year round out there so they have a dry place to go. I had to go buy some bigger, heavy dutier stakes for that so it doesn't end up in my neighbor's yard again. Has it finally hit in Washington, Cindy? I was looking at our weather and they're saying it's supposed to hit here about 4 or 5 o'clock tonight, I think is when it's supposed to hit. So it's going to be a good night for soup. We're doing one of my favorite soup recipes tonight. Oh, run 2? Okay, yeah, we're supposed to get it here about 4, I think. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'm really not, but hubby will be home by then from work and we'll just be here. We're not going anywhere tonight. So it's going to be okay. We're just going to hunker down and stay warm, stay dry. Probably won't find a movie or something to watch on TV and have our delicious soup. I'm excited. All right, well, I think we're going to end this live here. I am so excited that all of you guys join me. I like watching them too from inside the house. My favorite place to watch a storm though is the Oregon coast. I love being over at the Oregon coast during king tides. That is the most incredible time to be over there and get to watch those humongous waves as they come in. It's just incredible. So I think I'm going to get cleaned up before hubby gets home. He'll be home here in just a little while. And yeah, I'm tired. As I said, I think I'm getting sick. I'm trying to hold that off with elderberry and Zicam and all the things. So I don't get it. I don't want to get sick. So I think I'm going to go get things cleaned up. And then I'm going to go sit down for a little bit and relax before hubby gets home. And I have to start dinner because we're going to make a delicious soup tonight. You guys will be seeing that video later this week. So you don't want to miss that one. So yes, I am going to go rest for a little bit. I have a little time before he gets home tonight. So as you can hear my voice, I can feel it. So I'm going to go rest for a little bit, but I'm so excited you guys joined me. Thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out with me, seeing what we're cooking in the kitchen, getting some fun ideas for your holiday table. I hope you guys will try all of these. Get your kids and your grandkids in the kitchen with you. All 3 of these are super easy. One word of warning, if they're going to help you with the pumpkin twist, the pan is hot when it comes out of the oven and the oven is hot putting it in there. So just please be careful if you're having them help you do that. But yeah, friends, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Cindy, stay safe up there in Washington. Hopefully the wind isn't as bad as they say it's going to be. And I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys know that. I hope you guys know how much I really appreciate you guys taking your time out to come and hang out with me and see what I'm doing. So we'll talk to you guys soon, friends. Have a great day. Bye.